Now let us understand what do you mean by an echo. Suppose here is the sound producer and this is one obstacle, okay? And this person shouts, so the voice travels like this, okay? Now after hitting this, we have studied that it is going to reflect back, so it will reflect back, okay? Now every time do you hear echo? Every sound does it echo back? No, only some sounds echo back. Why? Because the difference, now here when the person is shouting, suppose he is hearing his voice at exactly 5 p.m. he has created that particular voice. Now when this voice touches the obstacle and comes back, there should be difference of 0.1 seconds. That is after 5.1 p.m. This sound should come back to him, to his ears. If it comes before that, then his ear cannot distinguish between the two sounds and the echo is not heard. Okay? So this condition must be there that the next sound should be heard only after 0.1 second of the first sound. Only then our ear can differentiate between the two. So in normal cases when you are not hearing the echo, that doesn't mean that the phenomenon is not happening. The phenomenon is very much happening. The sound is traveling, it is striking the obstacle and coming back to you. Only the thing is that it is coming back before 0.1 seconds, so your ear is not able to differentiate between the two sounds. The effect of the first sound is not gone and the second one has come. So it is not differentiated by your ears. So we have seen that we need at least difference of 0.1 seconds and only then you can hear the echo. So let us see, suppose the distance between this person and the wall is d. Let us find out how much distance should be there between the person or the source of sound and this obstacle for an echo to be heard. Now you all know that speed is equal to distance upon time. So distance can be given as speed into time. We'll find out this distance. Now we know that the speed of sound is approximately 340 meter per second multiplied with the time. Now how much time it is we want it to take to come back? It is 0.1 second. And that is equal to 34 meter. Now this distance 34 meter is this, but actually how much distance it is traveling in 0.1 second? To go from here to here and to again come back. So the distance is 2d. So actually ये जो distance है, this is the going as well as coming back distance. So here we will write it as 2d. This also 2d. So d will be 17 meter approximately. So the distance between you and the wall which it is your sound is going to strike should be minimum 17 meter. If it is less than 17 meter, then echo will not be heard. That is, this distance should be 17 meter for the echo to be heard. Now next, let us study one more concept. Before that, let us see what are the conditions for hearing the echo distinctly. That is, first is the minimum distance in air between the source and the reflector must be 17 meters, and it is different in different medium depending upon the speed of sound in that medium. Because 340 के जगह पे कुछ और लेना पड़ेगा. ये जो हम लोग formula में we have put the value of speed because this is when the medium is air. Now the size of the reflector must be large enough as compared to the wavelength of sound wave. That we have already seen in the condition for the echo yesterday. And the intensity of sound should be sufficiently so that the reflected sound reaching the ear is audible. The sound intensity इतना भी low नहीं होना चाहिए because we know that it goes on losing energy as it propagates. So it is echoing but in halfway it is dying off. Then you will not be able to listen. Now let us see what do you mean by reverberation. Now we will learn a new concept, that is reverberation. Okay. Now if you take a steel plate and just drop it on the ground, you will find that it strikes the ground once, but then multiple sounds can be heard, and these multiple sounds are multiple echoes, and these echoes cannot be distinguished very clearly with our ears, by our ears. So there is a continuous sound that is known as reverberation. Okay, you can experience this by dropping a steel plate on the ground. Even a gong, when the gong is struck by a hammer, okay, they strike it only once, but then you hear the voice like, suppose, tan, this humming what you are listening, okay. This is just because of one strike, and this long humming is due to the multiple reflections. This cannot be distinguished as two different sounds, but then they get mixed up, and uska result kya hota hai? We get a long continuous sound that is known as reverberation, the long sound. This is because of multiple reflections. This is known as reverberation. Okay. If you go to the tombs like Taj Mahal, Sikandar, Red Fort, you can notice this. When you shout, you will not hear an echo after some time. Your shouting itself will become very long. Even if you are shut your mouth, you will find that the sound is still there. That is reverberation. Let us see how to find the speed of sound. Suppose it is given to you that here there is a person standing, and this is one reflecting surface, and the distance between this person and the reflecting surface is, say, 50 meters. And he makes a sound, and that particular sound comes back to you in t seconds. So you have to find the speed of sound. Again, speed is equal to distance upon time. Now distance will be what? 50 plus 50, that is 2 into 50, that is 2d. We will take twice the distance upon t. So here it will be 100, and upon whatever is the value of t. And when you do that, now when you take exact values, when it goes back, you will find that whatever examples you take, whatever value of your d or t is there, the speed will always be 340 meter per second approximately. Make 50 meter ke jagah pe make it 70 meter, t will change. The distance changes, time will change, and accordingly calculations will change, but the speed of sound will always be 340 meter per second in air. Okay. Now going forward, let us see what are the use of echoes. Now echoes are used in sound ranging and echo depth sounding. We will see what are these. Now in sound we have ultrasonic sound. Ultrasonic, which are greater than 20,000 Hertz. We cannot hear it. But what are the properties of these ultrasonic waves? First thing, they pass undeviated. Okay? They pass undeviated. They are not disturbed by the obstacles in their way. They go through and through them. Okay? And we can concentrate them into a narrow beam. That means छोटे से छोटे crack भी रहेगा तो उसमें से they can easily pass. So they go undeviated. Their path cannot be disturbed. Second is that they are not easily absorbed by the material. Now sound waves, I have taught you that this energy goes on decreasing and decreasing as the sound wave propagates, and that is why there is a loss of energy. ये लॉस क्यों होता है? लॉस इसलिए होता है बिकॉज जो सराउंडिंग मटेरियल्स होते हैं दे एब्जॉर्ब द साउंड वेव्स, बट इन केस ऑफ अल्ट्रासोनिक वेव्स दे आर नॉट इजीली एब्जॉर्ब्ड and hence they can travel long distances. And the speed, if you talk about the speed, then speed of ultrasonic waves, they have got the same speed as that of audible sound waves in that medium. If I am talking about air, then in air speed of sound is 340. So in air, speed of ultrasonic waves will also be 340. So they have got the same speed as that of the sound in that particular medium. So these are the two properties of ultrasonic waves. Now let us see the uses by bats, dolphin and fishermen. How they use this. Now you know that bats cannot see. Okay. But what they do, they produce a very high frequency, about up to 100,000 hertz. K इसके लिए लिखा है. K means 1000. Okay. 100 kilohertz तक ये लोग अल्ट्रासाउंड फ्रीक्वेंसीज वाले एमिट करते हैं. Now suppose here is a bat. Okay, this is a bat. And here is one obstacle. Now यहाँ पे कुछ insects हैं, food. Now the bat is going to give out the ultraviolet radiations. Okay. Now till here, these ultraviolet radiations are not coming back because there is no obstacle. But the moment one strikes this over here, it is going to come back. And when it comes back to the bat is going to interpret it. Ki how much I had sent and how much has come back and how soon it has come back. What calculation it can do. And it can come to know that this is my prey. I can go and eat it. This is my food. Now suppose it comes and all of them come here and all of them will go back. So when it comes to know that most of my ultraviolet radiations are coming back to me, that means there is a big obstacle. I don't have to go that path and it will change its path. But in case of the insect is very small. So most of the ultraviolet rays don't come back. Very little part of it comes back. So it comes to know that this obstacle is a very small thing and probably it is my prey. So this is how the bat is able to fly in the dark in spite of not able to see. Now coming to dolphins. Now dolphins also detect their enemy and obstacles by emitting the ultrasonic waves and hearing their echo. They use ultrasonic waves for hunting their prey. Same way the dolphins do it, but they do it everything underwater. Now let us see how a trawler man or a fisherman, he uses this ultrasonic technology to catch the fish. Now suppose this is a trawler. Okay, एक boat है, इसमें fisherman है. Okay, he wants to catch fishes. And here there is a shoal of fish. Group. There is a group of fishes over here. I am enjoying trying this. Now, he is going to send ultrasonic waves, okay, from here. If these waves, they take time to come back, he comes to know that they have struck the bottom and they've come back. But if it comes back early, if they come back early, okay, most of them come back early, that means there is a group of fish. And this is the place where they are going to now drop their net. Okay. explain it in a more better way. See, now here when they are sending the ultraviolet rays, they come down, they strike the bottom and they go up. Now normally they are used to the depth. Okay, they know that here if they send the signal, say it will come back in say 3 seconds or it will come back in 4 seconds. Now when the boat is over here and here you are having a shoal of fish, shoal group, collective nouns पढ़ा होगा तुम लोगों ने. Now here when they are going to send the ultraviolet क्या होगा, वो 3 seconds नहीं लेगा, maybe वो 1.5 seconds में ही वापस आ जाएगा. So now they know that ultraviolet has come back soon. That means there is something. वो bed पे पहुंचने के पहले it has struck something and come back. So here they are going to drop their net to catch these fishes. Okay. Now use of echoes by sonar, that is sound navigation and ranging. Now every boat has got one sender and one receiver. This will send, this will receive. This is known as receptor or it is known as receiver. And this is known as a transmitter. Now this is used for finding out various things, you know. Sometimes there are some accidents, you know, where you have the aircraft falling into the sea. So again the same technology. They know the distance of the depth. So they know that at this distance if I send the ultraviolet it will come back in say 5 seconds. Okay. So ये पूरे वहाँ पे in that particular area where the accident has occurred, they are going to roam sending the transmitters. Suppose at one particular place the ultraviolets come back in 3 seconds or before 5 seconds. Then at that place only the diver will go inside and search. It is not feasible for a diver to into the entire ocean go and search for things. So with the help of this, they find out wherever they feel that the ultraviolet has come back early, so there is something down. So then they are when they go down, they either find some dead bodies or they find the part of the aircraft. So this is known as the sonar technique, that is sound navigation and ranging. Sonar. Sound navigation and ranging technique. Okay. Remember Titanic. Now this is the boat and this is the water. Suppose there is an iceberg over here. Okay. और say iceberg को थोड़ा और अंदर बनाते so that they are not able to see. Suppose the iceberg is like this. टाइटैनिक इसीलिए डूबा था ना, आइसबर्ग को स्ट्राइक किया था, they didn't know. Suppose सारे डायरेक्शन से हम अल्ट्रासाउंड भेज रहे हैं. ओके. Now this if it strikes the iceberg, it will come back. So till ultrasonic waves are not coming back, that means the path is clear. Now when it comes back, now this person knows that there is some obstacle and care can be taken. So you have a transmitter, you have a receiver. Transmitter sends, receiver receives. जैसे ये transmitter ने send किया, तो यहीं पे बाजू में उसके receiver भी होगा जो उसको receive करेगा. Okay? Then we have radar. Radar means radio detection and ranging. R is radio detection and ranging. Here, instead of ultraviolet waves, electromagnetic waves are sent. Electromagnetic waves are sent, which are also known as radio waves. Okay. It is sent in a space which, after reflection from the object, such as it can be enemy's aeroplane in the path, it returns to the radar itself. So when it returns back, the person sitting over there knows that there is a fighter plane or there is an enemy plane over there. Okay. So just like sonar, the echo method is used in radar also to detect the presence of an obstacle and finding its range. तो कोई भी enemy aircraft ये करना है, we know that ये पूरा खुला जगह, यहाँ पे if I'm sending my signals, it should not come back because there is nobody in the sky over there. But if it comes back, that means there is a detection of some aircraft which can either be ours or which can either be somebody else. Okay. So in both the cases, the transmitter and receiver are placed close to each other and they are shown separated just for clarity. Okay, they are very near, but you can see in the figure also in your textbook, they are placed differently. थोड़ा gap दिखाया है so that you can understand it. Next you have in the medical use of echoes. Let us see the medical use of echoes. Medical use of echoes. In medical science, the echo method of ultrasonic waves is used for imaging the human organs such as the liver, gallbladder, uterus, womb, etc. This is called ultrasonography. Similarly, echocardiography is used to obtain the image of the human heart. अभी ये कैसे काम करता है? Now suppose this is a part of your body. Suppose this is the kidney. Now यहाँ पे जब हम अल्ट्रासाउंड भेजते हैं, okay, when the ultrasound enters inside, it will just pass through. But suppose there is a stone in your kidney, तो ये इसको reflect करके वापस आएगा. So if anything reflects and comes back, that means उसके पाथ में कोई obstacle था, and that obstacle can either be a stone or it can be thick tissues, that is tumors. Something is growing inside. Okay, and same way in pregnancy also they try to take the ultrasonic of the uterus, और वो the baby's body is going to obstruct that. उसके हिसाब से उसका पूरा image बन जाता है. Okay, the complete diagram of the baby, उसका पूरा shape, उसका size, everything we can come to know. And same way in echocardiography also, heart पे भेज करके heart का पूरा shape, size, everything we come to know. Whether swelling है heart में तो उसका size बड़ा क्यों दिख रहा है, maybe there is a swelling. So these things जो है, it is used in the medical science.